They didn't expect this little boy to even live, let alone function. I tell everybody he's my walk-in miracle.
A miracle. That's what people have called Benjamin Roszkowski from the very beginning of his fragile little life.
We got Ben at 3 months. We got a call. He's actually from Odessa. Nobody would take Ben. I agreed to go meet him in NICU. My caseworker said she had never believed at love at first sight until I saw that little boy. And I called my husband and I said, I'm bringing this baby home.
It seemed all the odds were stacked against the tiny boy when his now adoptive mother, Maggie, came into his world.
He had had a grade 3 brain bleed at birth. He had been rushed to Children's to have a shunt put in his brain, and he had been given, the nurses said so much blood they didn't think he was going to live when he was born. So he was born 3.5 months premature, positive for drugs. His family situation, there was no family situation. So he really was, we didn't expect anything from Ben except what Ben was. We always just said we want him to have the best quality of life there is.
And that's why they came to West Texas Rehab as soon as they were able to bring little Ben back to Abilene. That's where they would find hope, healing, and more miracles than anyone could imagine. Director of Pediatric Therapy, JoBeth Willis, remembers the first time she met the family and the severity of Ben's impairments.
He was massively drug exposed. When I first saw him and evaluated him when he was a baby, he was doing nothing. He was not tracking visually. He wasn't turning his head. He wasn't lifting his head off the surface. At that moment in time, when I did his evaluation, I thought I was looking at a child that you would see that may never walk, may never move, may never eat on his own, may never talk.
As you can see, that is clearly not what happened. Through intense therapies multiple times a week, the little boy kept exceeding everyone's expectations, something his mother credits to the exceptional care and treatment from West Texas Rehab.
The therapist here didn't just give Ben the tools, they gave our family the tools to help him, because we were in over our heads. We had never had anything like this, and they let me sit in through every therapy session so I could watch and see, and they had patience with me when I asked the same questions week after week after week, because we just wanted what was best for Ben. And now he's starting school this year.
Ooh, oh, he fell out.
They gave my son a gift that I could never repay them for, because they made Ben bend. He would not be this kid if he didn't have the therapist here, and that's for sure. I know that 100%. And they're not just his therapist, they're his family. They have been part of our lives every step of the way, and he loves his therapist.
And clearly, they love him too.
Ben, he makes you want to come to work every single day. When I hear his little voice in the hallways, Joby, where are you? You know, it makes you want to come to work. The rehab center right now is spending a lot of money that we did not anticipate we were going to have to use. We absolutely need support, financial support at the rehab center.
And they need it for kids like Benjamin and moms like Maggie.
There's been times that donors have put in a gap where my son did not have to miss a therapy session. That if it wasn't for that donor money, he wouldn't have gotten that. And God bless them for that, because of them giving, my son can be who he is today.
Woo-hoo! I think the main thing is you just never want to give up hope on children. And the rehab hasn't given up hope. We might have been swung a different curve because of the pandemic, but we haven't given up hope about making sure that we're here for the kids.
Making sure to give as many families as possible their very own miracles.
We were prepared we were going to love Ben no matter what he was and what he was able to do. That was without question. That was never a question, but we always hoped for more. And West Texas Rehab Center gave him more.